everyone, and welcome to Nesting Story. This is going to be a two-part series. My kids started virtual learning this past week, and although they said, like, I live in Ontario, Canada, and where I live in Southern Ontario, initially they said it would only be 1 week, and I knew it wouldn't be. I just had a feeling. I said all along, like on my Insta stories and stuff, that I was like, they're not going back in January. Oliver's running around, that's what that noise is. Yeah, I just kind of knew. I knew that they wouldn't go back, and sure enough, our numbers are absolutely exploding here. It's not a good situation, and so we're just pivoting. We've been told right now they're not going back till January 25th. I'm hearing a lot of people say they won't be back until after March or something, and honestly, I don't think they'll be back till after March. I think that this is going to be a while. Luckily, there's a vaccine coming, and honestly, if there wasn't a vaccine coming, I think I'd be really, really, really low. I've had some low moments, and I'm gonna kind of talk to you about what I'm doing, what my plan is, and everything. So, like I said, this is a two-part series. Today's video, I'm going to talk to you about food. With 4 kids, I realized by yesterday, so today's Saturday, that I was spending a lot of my time preparing food, getting snacks, cleaning up dishes all day. It's not going to fly to keep doing that. So that was like one of the first things that I'm like, okay, today I'm going to organize that. Part 2 is going to be more about my plan with like supplies, how I'm doing things, how I'm breaking up the day with the schedule and everything. So I'm going to film it all right now, but it's me part 1, part 2. So next week, part 2 will be out. But first I want to talk to you about what this week actually was like. So we went into it kind of like, well, we just will go with the flow and whatever. Right off the bat, Holden and Bo did amazing. I have Holden in the basement in his new bedroom. Bo I've put in the other side of my office. My desk is like a 2-desk situation, and I just thought that would be a good spot for her. It's excellent. Those two have been like incredible. Their teachers are incredible. I've barely had to do a thing. Amazing. Mia and Everly, they're both in grade 1. They're twins. They're in the same class. This year I purposely put them in the same class in case we got the situation. It was a bit more challenging. Initially I started with one here and one in the dining room, and that didn't really work. By the end of the week I had them both in here, and I'll talk to you a bit more about this in part 2. But by Tuesday our internet went out with the provider in all the areas, like everywhere, and the kids just like lost it, and there was chaos, and it was just exhausting. And I think by like Tuesday or Wednesday is when I realized that I have to have very low expectations for myself in terms of like how much work and schoolwork I can get done. I have Nesting Story. I'm the marketing manager of my realtor team, and I'm currently in school getting my realtor license. So I got a lot on the go, and it became very, very obvious midweek that trying to get work done during the day was just not realistic. And by Tuesday evening, I actually had a good cry. The kids were not that easy, and I think their stress was showing. I'm a solo parent now, and so this is all on me. They're at their dad's right now. They're going to be home probably in like 20 minutes, but I get like breaks here and there. But in terms of the virtual school, this is my domain, and it's me. So about midweek, I just was like, I cannot wear all the hats. This is not realistic. I really need to make sure I plan to just be available for the kids. So let's talk about food for a second, and then for part 2 I'll jump into the schedule and what I'm doing. So I went out today and I got tons of snacks. I told the kids, either I'm gonna pack a lunch for you, or you have to be completely self-sufficient and clean up your own stuff. But the more I think about it, I think I'm probably gonna pack 4 lunches. Bo's the one that really doesn't want me to like, she was making smoothies all day for herself and everything. She can do that, but I think I'll still pack snacks for her. Got all the lunch boxes ready, and then I went out and I got a bunch of snacky stuff. So this is to help me not be getting snacks all day, and I'm just gonna have a rule that they stick to this all day, and then that way, first of all, they're not eating everything in the house all day. I'm not going through food too quickly, and I'm using some single-use plastics. I really got away from it, but after my I crashed and burned this week, and I'm like, I gotta figure out something easier for all of us. So there's some single-use plastic situations in here, but yeah, it is what it is. So I'm gonna show you some of the foods and snacks that I got going on. So in my fridge here, I've got tons of yogurt. Bo uses these in her smoothies, so I made sure I'm stocked up on those. I've got a lot of cold cut turkey. Everly and Mia love this, and this is just a great way to get some protein into them. And then here I've got yogurt drinks, and I've got some cheese strings there. So this is something that will be ready to go. But again, I'm gonna package it for them so that they're not like eating like 5 a day, because I don't want the food to just disappear right away. Then up here, I'm gonna have to get a chair to show you this. So up here is, the kids are not allowed to touch this stuff. This is, I divvy it out, I put it in their lunches, because if these are the kinds of things that if I turn my back, it'll be gone in one day. With 4 kids, they will work through this in one day. So I am the one that distributes this. Here, in my snack cupboard, is kind of their snacks they can freely get. This is my Perrier. So they can have applesauce, they can have any of these bars when they want. Holden likes cashews, I've got popcorn. Bo likes to make popcorn or hot chocolate. Got some crackers, Tostitos, raisins. I've got different kinds of goldfish, some pretzels at the back. So this is something more that within reason they can get themselves, especially after school. This probably will be an actual after school or weekend situation here, so that they're not eating this instead of what I pack for them. But this way they do have a bit of freedom. But I'm here, I've got bananas, mostly for the smoothies, some apples. Everly loves having cut up apples during the day. They also love clementines, so I have those. Just have some grapes. So what I'm gonna do is wash the grapes, get them in a bowl so they can just grab them when they want to. And then here is my secret stash. So I wanted some like treats, because they're probably so stressed, and I want them to have some stuff to look forward to. And I'm trying to get creative, so there's some variety. I'll probably limit it to like 4 snacks a day. So I've got some goldfish, I've got Pringles, orange juice boxes, I got some dried apple rings, some freeze-dried blueberries. I think the twins will like those, especially Everly. Everly eats way more than all the rest of the kids. In here, I've got some bear paws, I've got some goldfish, I got gummies. This is definitely a special treat for them. I don't usually buy that, so Go-Go Squeeze applesauce, and some just different individual packed cookies and things like that. So these are going to be going into their lunches. So I'm gonna do Nutella rolls. Like, I take wraps and just put Nutella in it. Everly loves that. Canned pasta, I bought a bunch of that. Maybe some mac and cheese. I bought some cheese croissants here. I plan to bake up some muffins. So these are the kinds of things I'm gonna have for them for lunches and snacks throughout the day for school. But I am gonna take the time in the mornings to pack them a lunch. And in part 2, I'm gonna tell you kind of like how my day is broken up, and when I'm waking up, when I'm getting my work done, at least what the plan is. Also exercise. It's very, very important right now. So in terms of food, hopefully this lasts me a good 2 weeks. I'll have to get produce at some point, but I should not be getting snacks for at least 2 weeks. That's the goal. That's why I'm going to kind of like keep an eye on it. Can't be free reign. If I find out someone's just like sneaking a whole bunch, then there'll be extra restrictions. That's how we're gonna approach it. So fingers crossed this lasts me a really long time. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Let me know, are you doing virtual school? Tell me your tips and tricks with the food. Tell me if I've given you any ideas, and I will see you in part 2. Bye.